Are you planning a trip to Istanbul? Then you have come to the right place. We're Jess and Miles, and we have spent the past couple of years here trying to help others fall in love with this city just like we have. In today's video, we want to talk to you about prices, and most notably, the entry prices to many of the main sites here in Istanbul and how these have changed in 2024. Ever since we created our digital guide to Istanbul a little over a year ago, I have been updating entry prices every single month, and it's pretty amazing how quickly prices can change here.
I think the people in charge of setting the prices here have felt the same way because inflation has hit Turkey pretty hard over the past couple of years. So very recently, they've started converting many of the entry fee prices to euros. With all these new updates, we're really hoping we won't see the prices change every month like we did last year. So we want to take a few minutes to outline the new fees for the main sites and also talk about the Istanbul Museum Pass to give you our opinion about whether or not it's worth it.
Like we mentioned, the pricing has increased pretty dramatically over the past couple of years, but I think it's also important to note that Istanbul was the most visited city in the world in 2023, so it's not too surprising to also see prices increasing here.
But now let's talk about the main attractions.
Real quick, if you're looking for help planning your trip, we have built a comprehensive digital guide that includes anything and everything you need all in one place. We have an entire guide dedicated just to Istanbul, and if you're going to other locations throughout Turkey, like Cappadocia and the coast, we have a full Turkey guide as well. Our guides have already helped hundreds of people plan the perfect trip here, and if you want to learn more, we will link both of these in the description below. Okay, back to the video. There is a lot to see here in Istanbul, and some things are completely free to visit, like the Grand Bazaar, the Spice Bazaar, the Blue Mosque, and so many other beautiful mosques throughout the city. But most of the main sites do have an entry fee. So here is a list of many of the top sites in Istanbul and their most up-to-date prices as of March 19th, 2024. As you can see, most of these prices are now in euros instead of Turkish lira, which is why we're hoping these prices will stay pretty stable this year. We'll leave this up here for a bit so you can take a screenshot. This is by no means an all-inclusive list of every site in Istanbul, but it includes the most popular ones and probably the ones you're considering for your trip.
While all of these prices have gone up pretty much across the board, I think the biggest change this year is that you now have to pay to get into Hagia Sophia, which up until this year has been free to visit since 2020. We also have an entire video showing what you can expect when visiting Hagia Sophia now that there's an entry fee, so if you haven't seen it, be sure to check it out.
Now that you have a better idea of the entry fees to the top sites, we also want to touch on the Museum Pass. We get a lot of questions about this pass and if it's worth it or not, and it's not as straightforward as you might think, so let's dive in. This is not to be confused with the Istanbul E-Pass or the Istanbul Tourist Pass. These are completely different types of passes, and in this video, we're talking about the official Museum Pass. Here is the official site, and we will also link this in the description. You can see the different passes they offer. They have specific ones for Istanbul, Cappadocia, and the coast, and they also have a full Turkey one.
For the purposes of this video, we're going to be talking about the Istanbul Museum Pass. And first, here are some quick logistics about the pass. The Istanbul Museum Pass currently costs 105 euros, and it gets you one-time entry into all of the eligible sites, which I believe is around 13 different sites in total. The pass is valid for 5 days, and it's activated starting with the first site that you visit. And you can see on this map all of the museums that are included with the pass.
I think the most confusing thing when trying to figure out if the pass is worth it or not is that not all of the main sites here in Istanbul are included in this museum pass. So let's bring our list back up and you can see here what is not included. We have turned all of the sites that are included in green, the ones that are not included in red, and then the ones that are free in blue. So is the pass worth it? Well, it all depends on which sites you want to visit. I would make your plans first, and then it should be pretty easy to do the math to figure out if you'll get your money's worth or if you should just pay for the entry tickets individually. But here's one quick example. Let's say you're planning to visit Hagia Sophia, the Blue Mosque, Topkapi Palace, Basilica Cistern, the Spice Bazaar, the Grand Bazaar, Galata Tower, and Suleymaniye Mosque. So the total here of all of these sites adds up to 115 euros, but the total of the sites that are included in the pass only adds up to 73 euros. So based on this example, you would not come close to the 105 euro investment for the museum pass.
Let's say you also want to visit Maiden's Tower and the archaeological museums. Now you're looking at 115 euros for the sites that are included with the pass, in which case it would be worth it to buy the museum pass. If you're only here for 2 or 3 days, this is honestly a lot to try and fit in. But if you are here for a full 5 days and you're really interested in visiting a lot of the historical sites, you might be able to make the museum pass worth it.
We should also mention that getting the museum pass does come with a convenience factor too. If you do buy the pass, you won't have to worry about standing in any ticket lines, so you have to figure out how much value you place on that. But you should know you can't skip every line. There are oftentimes still lines for security or to get an audio guide, for example, so having the museum pass isn't going to completely save you from waiting in lines. One last thing to note on this topic, as we already mentioned, there are a few different passes you can buy. The Istanbul one is currently 105 euros, like we said, but depending on where else you're going throughout Turkey, there is a full Turkey pass for 165 euros.
So that's something to consider as well. Once you have settled on your plans and know where you're going throughout the entire country and know which sites you plan to visit, like Ephesus or maybe an open-air museum in Cappadocia, it's the same story as when we looked at the different sites here in Istanbul. You should pretty easily be able to figure out, based on your itinerary, whether it makes sense for you to buy one of the passes or just pay for each one of the entry fees individually.
All right, I think that's going to do it for us today. We just wanted to jump in here real quick to give a Travaci update. The production of our custom leather has officially begun, so we are one step closer to launching our passport wallet.
It will take a couple of weeks for them to finish the leather, but we actually got to spend an entire day at the tannery earlier this week, and we were able to see them working on other leathers at all different stages. There is so much that goes into this process, and it has been great to be so hands-on during the making of our very first product.
We are super excited. Once we approve the leather, it will take another few weeks for them to actually manufacture the product. So as of right now, if everything goes to plan, we are hoping to launch sometime in late May.
If you want to learn more about the day-to-day efforts with our upcoming product launch, be sure to check out our Travaci Facebook and Instagram pages. We'll be sure to link them in the description. We will also link our launch day sign-up list. Our first 100 customers will have access to very special pricing, so be sure to sign up.
I think that's going to do it for us today. We hope you found this video helpful. Be sure to check out our other videos on Istanbul and Turkey. And as always, thank you so much for watching.
We have a window cat that really wants to be a part of this video.